And Toyota has, well, it's recently revealed that its Mirai electric car is being discounted at rates that just don't make any sense. I mean, it sells for $65,000, right? They're offering $40,000 discounts, $40,000 plus they're giving you a $15,000 fuel card. You get free fuel for $15,000. In other words, a $55,000 discount on a $65,000 car. You're basically paying $10,000 for a car that costs Toyota a lot more to manufacture than an electric car. A lot more. However, Toyota is standing firm on its expansion of hydrogen technology, in particular in places like Australia, where, well, no one wants it, as it wants to make the new Toyota Mirai the new Toyota Prius. So basically Toyota's saying, you know what, remember those days when people used to, it was like celebrities would buy the Toyota Prius to make a, kind of making a statement to say they're supporting the environment? Well, they're saying that the Mirai, that's going to be the new Toyota Prius. The brand hopes to sell fuel cell vehicles through its dealer network in the future, in fact, its dealer network everywhere, but it's saying it's going to do that in particular in Australia. We don't even have any hydrogen refueling stations. I think we have about 3 here in the whole country. Anyway, the Prius, when we brought it out, was the start of the hybrid journey. So the new Prius is the world that I'm thinking about, or that Toyota is thinking about, is probably the Mirai, said Sean Hanley, Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Toyota. He's basically saying, like I said before, the Mirai will be the new Prius. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the price of hydrogen fuel has tripled over the past 12 months. It's about 3 times more expensive to drive a hydrogen-powered vehicle than it is a gasoline or petrol-powered vehicle. 3 times more. And he thinks that people are going to go, yeah, woohoo, wonderful. There's almost no refueling stations. The price is 3 times higher. Great, I'll go buy one of these. I mean, this is the new Prius for sure. When asked if hydrogen is a key part of Toyota Australia's future strategy, Mr. Hanley said, my word it is. In other words, hell yeah it is. Yeah. The technology is there, he said. The vehicle is there. 1 vehicle at the moment, but we started with 1 hybrid, remember? We've sold over 400,000 hybrids now just in Australia alone, and it took until the last 5 years or 23 years for it to go en masse. Now, he's basically saying that the future of Toyota in Australia is hydrogen. Clearly. I see hydrogen and Mirai being at the same point of start, but I don't see a 20-year horizon, more like a 10-year horizon. So in other words, hydrogen-powered cars will be as popular as Toyota hybrids in 10 years' time. Yeah, okay. This dude's smoking some really good stuff. Whatever he's on, I need a bit of it because I'm in pain right now. My foot's broken, and it's probably going to help me get off to the ferries and feel good while I'm having my surgery done tomorrow. Anyway, you know what? This is kind of good for a laugh, isn't it? This stuff. That's why I thought I'd share this with you guys. I thought, hey, this is helping me have a laugh. Maybe it can help you guys. Laughing is good for the soul, right? So you know what, Toyota? At least you're giving us something. You're giving us some food for the soul, some laughter, even though it's at your expense. We're now considering, with infrastructure expansion, the probability of bringing Mirai to mainstream markets, because at the moment we actually don't do it. We did say to our dealer network that that's a moment in time. Once we get infrastructure, they've been working on the hydrogen infrastructure now for decades. It's not happening. But he said, and we believe that there are certain areas of the country, there aren't a lot right now. For example, Canberra, there's one. Melbourne might be an area. There might be parts of Sydney where there's infrastructure and we'll be able to sell these vehicles. So our idea is that we'll now examine, as that infrastructure expands, where we could possibly make this available for sale. Now, basically Toyota have said that they're also working on a hydrogen, as you can see in the image here, there's a hydrogen fuel cell Hilux. So basically Toyota wants its most popular vehicle throughout much of the world to be powered by hydrogen. It's also working on a hydrogen Land Cruiser. Mirai isn't a concept car. It's a car driving on Melbourne roads right now. It's registered. It's happening. It's only infrastructure that's holding it back. It's also very expensive. And I think consumer demand could be a part of the problem here. Anyway, our idea is that eventually we'd like to get that car as a mainstream sold car in our dealer network. It's not far away from happening. He goes on to say that fuel cell electric vehicles and hydrogen definitely have a future in Australia. We know they do big buses around the world now. We know they do big trucks around the world now in certain markets. Why couldn't they do a Land Cruiser? Why couldn't they do a Prado in the future? 2035 is when we're going to see these vehicles, he believes. Yeah, Toyota has hinted at electric and hydrogen futures for its heavier duty vehicles like the Hilux and the Land Cruiser 300 series. And in fact, Toyota still believes hydrogen is the fuel of the future. In other words, by 2040, in fact, BMW believe this as well still, that hydrogen cars will be the product that everyone will be driving, or at least wanting then. That's where the demand will be. Last October, Toyota revealed the Land Cruiser SE, a futuristic vehicle that is actually an all-electric Land Cruiser. It's not hydrogen powered. Perhaps more likely than that vehicle, which hasn't been confirmed. Toyota have not confirmed they're building it, although there's YouTube channels like the idiots at Top Gear saying that the new MR2, I just got told by someone, Top Gear have made a video saying, look at the new electric MR2. There's no such thing. It's mythical. It's a concept car. Toyota have never confirmed they're making it. Top Gear, stop bullshitting people, convincing them of crap. Anyway, it seems more likely that there will be a hydrogen-powered Land Cruiser than there would be an electric one, considering Toyota's current, their push, right? Now, why do I say this? Think about this, right? Toyota have partnered with one of the biggest oil companies in the world to build hydrogen refueling stations. Not just to build stations, but to actually build a network, to put it in a place where they have, hubs that have hydrogen, to actually invest into hydrogen resources. So Toyota has invested into the fuel. It wants to be basically an oil company. You can see why Toyota is pushing for this. It's not really about what the best product is for the consumer. It's how Toyota can make the most profits and stay relevant. Now, obviously, it doesn't make EVs. I mean, less than 1% of its car sales last year were electric. So it's so far behind. It's like, well, we're so far behind now. What about if we steer everyone, give everyone a bum steer, get them to buy hydrogen vehicles, and they'll get stuck buying them, and then we can sell them lots of hydrogen, and we can keep on making money. That's what their real plan is, in my opinion. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.